What is going on today, guys? So I have another project I want to do for my truck, and I think out of the ones I have coming up for you guys, this one right here is probably my personal favorite. I've been wanting new speakers and everything in my truck for a long time now. Even though those Rockford Fosgates are in there, there's not much bass. I like my bass. So, and it's not too much, you know, I'm not in high school no more. I mean, I'm only 21, but I don't like all that, you know, in my freaking ear, you know, it's too much. And you're probably wondering why the truck is looking a little weird right now. It's because, you know, I normally park like that. He's going in there where I'll be doing my work and stuff like that. So we're kind of just, we're both waiting to get started. So let me stop rambling and let's get her in here and get everything going. But we got ahead and unboxed everything, and I just wanted to kind of show you with me what we're working with here. Oh boy, you already know what the deal is. So yeah, I'm a little excited. I'm gonna get this out of the box, and then we're gonna take it in the garage and start to get to business. And you already know the most important part about getting anything is the stickers. All right, y'all, here we are in the garage. I got everything laid out of what I think I'm gonna need and what I should need to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got set up here, and then we'll get to the install. Got a JO Audio 10, I mean brand spanking new, boy. Thing is nice. And then we got their 500/1 amp, so it's pretty decent. Yeah, 500 watts, not bad. I've seen people who run this, and it is so crystal clear, and it is just amazing. I got all my wires and everything here, so we'll get that taken care of. And this, since this was an SLE model, it didn't come with Bose, so we went ahead to get a converter for the RCAs. So we're gonna go ahead and do all that, and that'll be fun. And then the rest is just kind of, I guess, like your basic stuff. So like I got my drill bit stuff. I didn't have any, so I went and bought some. So whenever I go ahead and mount that guy in there, some zip ties. I got my my Phillips with my nuts and everything, and all the washers. So whenever I go to mount that again, any electrical tip I might need, got the trim pry tool kit and all that stuff, drill, all kinds of stuff. So we're ready to go. We're all laid out and set, so we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery and then start doing our thing. All right, guys, so it is like 1:30 right now. Dude, it took me so long to get this daggum power cord through the firewall, and like, dude, I got no room to put my hand in there, so that took a while. So at least the hardest part is done. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I've done so far, so you can kind of get like a little view of that. So what I did is, here's your power wire right here. There's the fuse. I've got that thing mounted on there. It took forever to get it because it's such an awkward angle, but it'll plug right up on there when I get everything ready to go. I put this little like protective thing on there. I gave it a little bit of slack, so this isn't having much tension, so that doesn't want to come out at any point down the road. So a little bit of slack so it could play around. Went ahead and just ran that across the stock other wire thing, and it goes around and it comes down here. Got a little bit of slack too, and if you see that grommet down there, right there, there was like a little nipple on it. So basically I just cut a hole in it, attached and taped a hanger through there, poked it all the way through, and I'll show you where it comes out. And it comes through, so it's pretty snug, not too bad. But yeah, it comes out of there. All right, guys, so I kind of wired up a little bit how I want my power to go, and I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing right now. I'll let you know if it changes later. Underneath this carpet right here, comes down. You can pop these little tabs off, but that is going down here along the factory tunnel. You'll notice it goes to that little channel down there. It runs here, and the same thing. I popped this down just like that, popped it out. I ran it underneath here, and it goes up to the back, and it comes out right here. And see what I was talking about when I was sticking it through the firewall? This little hanger, it's taped up, so it's wherever it goes. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm a little tired, I'll be out here early in the morning. So we're gonna go inside and get some sleep. Morning guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and finish this up. All right y'all, so I've been playing around with this because the power wire isn't as long as I would like it to be, but I did work everything out. So basically, like I said last night, I put it through here, and there was a little bit of an issue where this wire ran all the way back. I don't know how to take this off. I don't feel like taking all that off to mount the amp up there. I want to be able to kind of reach it. So I took out where this crowbar usually sits right here. Check this out though. But I went ahead and I found a little loop. So I took the seats out, I wired it up, and then there's like, you can see it in there a little bit, right there. And then it comes back around back here, that little hole in the seat. So it works out perfectly, so I get a whole lot more room. And check this out. So when I was mounting this thing back down, this plastic piece, it was crushing that corner down there, right where that wire comes out. So I was kind of concerned about it, like, you know, damaging the wire later on. So what I did was I took some sandpaper, like some 80 grit, and then some 320. So I took that sandpaper, so I pulled it up, and then I sanded that corner down in there. See that corner? I sanded it down, so as now you can see, it's free to move around. It's not being squished, because if I tried this earlier, it wouldn't move at all. So that fixed that problem. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mount the amp right here. And I don't know about y'all, but I mean, look at that. Like, that is literally perfect. It stops right at where it starts to come down. See right there? In the elevation of the seat. It stops right there. And I want to be able to access this when I want to, kind of comfortably. So if anything, I can just always push the seat up, do what I need to do tuning wise, and then be good. But look at that. Perfect. So that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do everything with the RCA up front situated with the stinger. Everything, so I'm probably gonna go do that now. All right guys, we're getting everything figured out slowly but surely. And so basically I went ahead and connected up this output converter. So I wrote down right here the schematics basically, and the gray wires is your right and the white are your left, and then the white with the black is your ground and stuff like that. And also the one for the wires on the back of this harness. So the blue and the brown, and then the two yellows. So that's right there. I've watched other videos and people were saying that the front channel, or whatever it's called, the front is like better for like low frequency or something like that. So it's supposed to be better with like subs and an amp or whatever. So I did that, followed the instructions. That kind of was time consuming, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish wrapping this back up. We'll plug that back in. So making progress. All right guys, so we're kind of getting progress. I already showed you guys where I did the connections up here with the converter, and then I have my RCA running down. Took off obviously the glove compartment here, and then I'm wiring it down. So here goes the line, and it comes around, and then it comes out. See, then it comes out over here, and it comes on down. And then as it comes down, it's gonna go through there, around there as well, just like the power cable. And I brought it through underneath, and it goes behind, and then it comes out the back, just like that. We're gonna put it behind that, and I still got plenty of slack because my amp's gonna go like right there, and I still got some pretty decent slack. And also, let's just like take a moment to look around. I mean, look, I got like all my like zip tie straps, jumper cables, I got trim pieces, the glove compartment, I got floor mats, I got pieces here, I got tools, I got bolts over here, like all that. I mean, it's just like, look at this, like what is going on here, boy? Woo-wee! And we're about to go start working on our remote turn on, so stay with me for that. But I thought I would just show you how everything is just kind of so random right now, and it's all like disorganized, but it's gonna look good, it's gonna sound good. It's come soon. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing hopefully working tonight. Do my best to use this daylight as best as I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this right now. All right guys, so we just got the fuse and everything installed for the remote turn on. So I got one of these little, like, are these like what, inline fuses or something like that? But basically all I did is I went to a power audio shop. I got a buddy in town, and we tested this right here with a voltmeter, and 12 volts come on whenever the ignition comes on, And oh, if you're wondering how, it's because I took that Sierra out there. It's a 17 model, so it's basically the same thing. So yeah, we took it out and we tested the 12 volts. So I got this. I crimped that in there, spliced it, crimped it, and then I taped it up as best I could. I zip tied it in here, so this way this thing's not moving anywhere, and it's along a factory wire, so this way it's not like in the way. I brought it down here. Here's the rest of it. We're gonna go ahead and get that in there too. All right, y'all. We are, oh gosh, we are coming along. Yeah, we're at the step now. We're kind of just like making sure we're getting all the slack out, plugging everything in, like into the amp and stuff like that, putting down zip ties and clipping everything back in. That's like with all the railing for like the electrical work. I went ahead and zip tied that down. I zip tied that right there. I didn't feel the need to zip tie the power wire under here, right? Because I mean, it's just on like so secure already. It's kind of a tight fit. But yeah, they both go in there. And as you can see, the remote start and then the power wire, they all go back. So you see, there's the power wire underneath all that, and then the remote start is kind of on top. And I put it underneath here, and it goes up, and it comes out there, and then it'll plug in there. But I just didn't feel like putting this little tiny flimsy wire through all here and just dealing with that hassle, because this is all kind of like ready and set to go. So I just figured I'd come through here. There's nothing wrong with that. I came over here and I sanded down a little piece back there with some 80 grit sandpaper. And then I did my self-tapping screws and put the ground in for the amp. So we got a ground, we got our power, and then we'll have our remote start pretty soon. And then I put my RCAs back here on, because I'm actually working with this. So that's going back there. So we're gonna go figure out that, zip tie that thing up and get that all sorted out. So if, I guess you ever wanna do this, because this is kind of more for entertainment than like tutorial, because you'll find many other videos that are more in depth and who know more than I do. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. This truck is still a mess, and so is everything else. Cleaning up's gonna be honestly like the best part. Like, I usually hate cleaning up, but this cleanup is gonna be awesome, because it's gonna be like, yes, everything's done. It's gonna sound amazing. I just got done zip tying everything for the RCA cables. And I just want to show you how I did it and you know what I did. Okay, so with the radio, here's that converter I was talking about earlier, where I had to go and splice all these wires. I just taped these off just so they're not dangling around. Here are the RCAs, and I'm leaving a little bit of slack in this, so just in case, you know, something moves around. I don't want any tension on these because I know it's at an odd angle, but I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. But I found like it's a little supportive, and it's not like there's not much tension with it if I set this on top of it. So I just zip tied it to it. It's a little loose, but I'm pretty sure the back of that will kind of, I guess, at least keep it in there. If there's any noise, then we'll pop this off and fix that situation. But that's for a later date. I just wanted to kind of get it in there, get it situated. I can't put it down here with like any double-sided tape, because there's a lot of tension over here with these wires. So honestly, this is kind of just the best I got right now. I zip tied it to whatever this is for this factory electrical wire. Comes down, zip tied it there. Like I said, more slack so it can kind of sit properly. And when I put this panel on there, it'll definitely hold it down. But yeah, it goes down here. I snap this back on, and then I zip tied it here just to give it more support as it's going. I just put this thing back on, and then it comes out the back, and I put it behind my jack. Yeah, I'm super excited. Oh gosh, I'm really hoping it works. I'm really hoping it works. I put just about a day and a half into this, so I know for a fact I'm gonna enjoy it twice as much, just because I'm installing it, like I'm learning with it, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything kind of put back together, and then I'll probably just catch up with you. So see you in a second. Hey, so I also wanted to show you really quick. I wanted to show you how I was like trying out with that converter, how I was trying to mount it. And check this out. It's all bolted back up. I plugged everything back up, so we're all good to go. But just look at the fitment on that. Look at that. That thing don't really want to move, man. I mean, it moves a little because I'm on that wire, but I mean, look, like that thing is sitting in there pretty good. It's got this pressed up against it. And I mean, dude, that's awesome. So really happy that that works out. And dude, woo, we're getting so close. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really excited right now. But yeah, so we're gonna get everything wired back up. I'm gonna start bolting everything and clipping everything back on. And yeah, it's gonna get really exciting. All right, guys, so we officially have all the paneling back in. Everything has been trimmed up and all the zip ties cut and stuff like that. Alrighty, so we're getting to the time where I got my speaker wire coming up. Still gonna do this really quick. Here she is. She's in here. And y'all, this fitment, I mean, dude, this is like perfect here. Let me show you real quick. So when that thing sits down, or this seat right here, watch this. Boop. I mean, dude, come on. That barely is sitting on there. I mean, that's locked in place too. So that's all good to go. And then over here, I got a little worried the first time I set it down, but it actually fits like perfectly. Watch this. So when I set this seat down, you see how it gets real close? And look, it like skims the top. And it just sits on there like that. It still has a place to breathe. That was like kind of my biggest concern, was like, uh-oh, is this thing gonna be able to breathe properly? And I mean, I doubt it would catch my seat on fire. So look at that, fitment is awesome. So, all right guys, so we're done. I just got done splicing the wires for the speaker wire, ran it from the amp to the speaker, got it all in there, everything is set. All right, so here it is. So I finally cut down the remote, got that thing in there, got my positive and then my negative, and I traced the positive all the way back here. So then it kind of sits back there, tucks around. We're gonna go test this thing out first, and then yeah, we'll get to everything else. But I'm super excited, so let's go try this out. Coming around to our battery, we have everything all set to go. Oh, let me show you this too. With this right here, so like there's my fuse and everything. So all I did is, you know how these like pop off like that? So I basically just kind of made a cutout for it. So this way it's not kind of, I didn't have to cut down there. And then it just kind of, I think it secures it pretty nice without putting too much pressure on it. You just kind of put your thumb around there and it's locked into place and that thing is secure. So not much is getting in there. And then look, that's not being cut up too much. I sanded it down with some sandpaper so there's not any sharp corners from any bumps down the road. Literally bumps. Good question is, yeah, actually, let's put this back on first, then we can bolt the battery. I totally forgot I took this out. So yeah, let's do that real quick, and then we'll get back to it. All right, y'all. Moment of truth. Here we go. Okay, your standard spark. All right, you guys. Moment of truth. Looks like we have power. We even got power C. Does she start up? So let's bring this down. We know the horn works. Did not mean to do that. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oops. Well, let's start her up. Uh-oh. You'll see that? She like, it didn't want to start just now. Okay, she starts. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the video here, connect my phone Bluetooth, let you know if it works, and then we'll get back to it. What's going on, guys? So it is the next day. So this is day 3 that we've been, I wouldn't say working, but dealing with the situation. It took me about a good almost 2 days to get everything installed because I wanted to make sure it was all organized, everything was done properly. I was still learning at the time. So I think everything came out great. I even went to that power audio place I was telling you guys about, and I showed him, and I got it adjusted a little bit because I realized, I was like, there's more bass that can come from this thing. So he like stepped up, I think, to gain it what it was and something like that. So now there's more bass. It's what I prefer. I might install a bass knob a little later. I don't have one just yet. Still gotta like put the mats back in and clean up just a little bit, but other than that, it sounds amazing. It looks great. It's all organized, and yeah, so check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a sound test for you guys. And oh yeah, I think I found a new spot to do some after shots. I mean, look at this view. We got some train tracks right here. I mean, this is great. So
the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to rise. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving.
Yeah, guys, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I really appreciate all your support and everything I do with this truck, and I'm loving it, man. I mean, we've hit almost everything. We've done engine mods, we've done aesthetics, we've done interior things. I mean, this one by far I think is my favorite, just because I listen to music. Music is like an escape for me. I love it, you know, and I like bass. So whenever I took out my two like Sundown E10s and I had like a 1100 watt amp, you know, I kind of missed the bass, and I thought those Rockford Fosgates would kind of substitute, but not really, you know. I will say, putting that amp on them, oh my gosh, they have opened up. It's amazing. I mean, I love it now. The truck is, it's coming together so good. I got a few more things I want to do before I head out to my training coming in like the next week. So hopefully I can get those out to you guys. Just bear with me, but as always, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, it's your choice. And see you guys in the next one. Wait, let's just enjoy this.
With the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.